Hi, my name's David Byrne. I feel carefree and buoyant about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
Oh my God. Now, is that really how you feel, or is you on some kind of medication?
No, I haven't had medication in quite a while.
Hours. It's been hours. Well, first of all, I want to start by asking you, I am here at the Sirius Studios in Midtown, New York. Did you ride a bike here?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I know that you were. And did you, in fact, strike that woman with your bike? No, I'm just curious because I know that you are an avid biker. I'm a biker. I love riding a bicycle. A friend of mine, my favorite saying that he has is no one's ever had a bad day on a bike. But is it practical here in New York City? Can you get around pretty well relying on the bike?
I can get around really well. I live in Manhattan. Manhattan's not that big of an island, and usually most of my meetings and work are below Central Park, let's say.
Yep.
So it's pretty easy. I've gotten used to it. I stay in the bike lanes. I mostly stop at red lights. I've never had a serious accident, so I'm very lucky about that. Yeah, I wouldn't advocate and say, oh, you've never done it before. Okay, just jump on a bike and get into traffic.
Right.
Yeah, I would not.
I would say that to someone I didn't like.
Yes.
I have an idea.
Yes, if you see some guy coming right at you, going the wrong way, stick your hand out.
But with the e-bikes now, it's tricky. I don't know if you have that, but when I'm in Manhattan now walking around, there are these people that are delivering food, and they'll go by on a bike I can't even hear that's going 60 miles an hour in the bike lane. I don't know if you've encountered that problem.
I have certainly encountered that, sometimes going the wrong way. So when you're crossing the street or whatever, you don't expect them to kind of blindside you.
Right.
There's a little bit of an enforcement problem going on there.
Right. Well, I wanted to start talking to you, and I know that there are unusual circumstances of your growing up, which is you lived in Scotland.
Lived in Scotland.
For how many years?
Not very many. I think the family all left when I was 2, moved to Canada, moved to suburban Baltimore when I was around 7 or 8.
But you had a Scottish accent for a while.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, the kids couldn't understand me.
And so I would think, what's going to make someone in elementary school feel more like an outsider than having a thick Scottish accent? That must have been, first of all, that is something that right away, if you're a kid and you're sensitive, you must have felt like, I need to overcome this. What do I do? How do I fit in? Yeah,
and kids at that age, they want to fit in. They want to be like everyone else. There's not like, oh, I'm my own person. I do my own thing. I talk my own way. Kids are not ready for that.
Right.
So I'm sure I lost the accent within, a couple of years or something. But right away, that I didn't talk the same way as the other kids.
Right.
My parents eat holding their knives and forks at the same time.
Animals. You're eating blood sausage.
Yes.
You can't have anyone come over.
Yes. We called it black pudding.
Yes. So I would think, and again, I do think sometimes, although these things can be painful when you're a kid, being too well adjusted comes with a price. And I think feeling a little bit like an outsider maybe has some advantages when it comes to maybe having an interior life, thinking, what can I find that's mine? And then that turns out to be music.
Yes. Music is very healing for a person who feels a little bit of an outsider, trying to figure things out, can't quite fit in. Music, the rock music, what it's all like, wow, there's people out there kind of like me. Where are they?
Right. They're not here, but I know they're out there.
They're not out there. I can hear them on the radio.
What instruments, because I'm obviously guitar, but there were other instruments that you dabbled with as a kid?
If you can call a tape recorder an instrument.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, then I did that. My parents were not like showbiz pushy, but they were supportive. So my dad had a tape recorder and I wanted to start playing with it and doing things I'd heard about, like cutting up tape and rearranging the order of the stuff on the tapes and editing and doing all that kind of thing. And so he, let me do that.
Yeah.
So supportive in that way. It was really nice.
And I think you dabbled in violin, accordion. Did you play accordion for a bit?
I had a friend who played accordion. I played violin. And then at some point, I connected with a friend and he played accordion. I played violin and ukulele, and we played on the street sometimes. And I did a little bit of, well, you might call it acrobatics. Mainly I just stood on one leg.
You stood on one leg as you played?
Yeah, as I played and looked at the...
That's very Jethro Tull. He used to stand on one leg in, Aqualung.
Exactly.
He'd stand, what am I thinking of? Ian Anderson,
is that his name?
Yes, would stand on one leg and play in this very dramatic pose and play his flute solos.
I think my gesture was meant to be a little more ironic, like, look at what I'm doing. Look, isn't this amazing?
Uh-huh.
And yet I was really just standing on one foot.
Well, clearly your act evolved. It's not like in the early days in the 70s at CBGB's, people were like, you got to see this guy. He stands on one leg.
Yes.
How's the music? I don't know.
Yeah, but
I haven't listened to it.